Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. And we have 3 great stories to tell. So let's get started. Lady wants me to fix gas pump. I took my escape to the local Ford shop outside the dealership to get my oil changed. I go in and I sort of vaguely know the guy behind the counter. I tell him what I need. He says it'll be about 45 minutes. Cool. I'll wait in their little waiting area. So I barely get myself sat down when an older lady rushes in and, for reasons completely unknown to me, starts complaining about gas pump 3. But she's the type that's flighty and going to keep talking right on over you, so she starts talking. Oh, I'm sorry, I managed to say before she goes on and on about the little hook thingy on the end of the deal. You know, she can't get it to go, but that little hook thingy, etc., etc. I don't know anything about gas pump maintenance, but her rapid-fire meandering descriptions weren't doing anyone any favors. An overly excitable parakeet came to mind. Sensing the briefest of lulls in her ramblings, I said, "I'm sorry, I don't work here." Naturally, she starts chirping again. As I'm saying the word work, she's looking off in every direction at every person waiting for their cars, at the guy behind the counter, just chittering away, saying a lot without ever really saying anything, you know? Mostly this is directed at me, but she's kind of pivoting her head and talking to the whole room. There was nothing wrong with her, just one of those elder Karens who emote a level 10 fret over a level 2 issue. She ends it all by looking directly at me and saying, "So pump 3, thank you." Then she walks back out to her car at the gas pump. The guy at the counter needed some more info from me because, since the last time I was there, I got a new car. I also moved. So after our exchange, I kind of patted the counter forcefully and said, as if I were his boss, "And if one of you could get on pump 3, that'd be great." We had a chuckle and I sat back down. Lady comes parakeeting up toward the door again, and I take a deep breath, ready to tell her that I don't work there. She doesn't come in. She just looks directly at me sitting in a chair, then parakeets back to her car and stands there. A mechanic came in from the shop. The guy behind the counter tells him the story as best he could with what little information the lady gave. He says he'll take a look ASAP. So they were busy. It was 2 days before Thanksgiving, assuming people were getting their cars checked before travel. Also, it had just snowed, so maybe some winterization. And I also don't think he knew there was a lady actually out there. I can see her pacing around like a maniac, craning her neck and looking at the storefront. Counter guys run ragged booking new people in and going over the bills with others they'd finished. Cue me getting an important phone call about my disabled mother's SSI benefits. It was just a number, so I answered it inside, but once I realized its importance, I took it outside. As I'm telling the SSI rep to hold on one sec, lady comes back in and looks at me with daggers in her eyes. She's simply aghast. I make it a point to tell the SSI rep that I was at the shop getting my car worked on, hoping that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I let them know why I needed a sec and let Parakeet know that I didn't work there. As I'm walking out the door, I hear her exclaim, "And now he's on the phone! Unbelievable!" She storms out after me, I think because she thinks I'm heading to her car in pump 3. Obviously, I'm not. I continue off the property, across a small access road, and into the empty lot next door. I'll take the call with delicate personal information while also having a cigarette, I figured. All in all, I'm, 100 feet away. Lady starts storming in my direction, gets about halfway there, and throws up her arms in disgust, like she's waiting for me to notice her. Finally, she turns on her heel, stomps back to her car, paces around it, stares at me, looks at the store. Finally, one of the mechanics goes out there. I obviously couldn't hear them, and I was preoccupied with my call anyway. I did see him do something at the pump, which took a millisecond, and the rest of the time she was clearly angrily animated, talking at him while gesturing and occasionally looking at me. So she fills up her car and leaves by the access road I crossed. I get daggers from her as she drives past me. I get done with my call and go back in. The mechanic and the counter guy are both talking, so I asked what her deal was. She didn't pull up the little lever that would activate the gas pump. She was trying to pump gas to no avail. Facepalm. But the mechanic goes, "She really hates you." He goes on to say how she read him the riot act over me. I was lazy, incompetent, and more preoccupied with my phone and going on break than I was with helping her. She ended with demanding I be fired or she'd take her business elsewhere. Counter guy says, "So sorry, but we're going to have to let you go." Yeah, we laughed hard about that. Ski moms are worse than soccer moms. I'm at a very large warehouse of a ski shop getting my boots fitted. This involves some measuring and work to stretch and shape the boot to your foot. Takes maybe 30 to 40 minutes. I'd been measured and was roaming around the giant racks of gear, waiting and looking at all the shiny, expensive crap I didn't need. I'm snapping a friend, so I stop and look down. When I look back up, an older, maybe 50-year-old PTA all-star of a woman is directly in my path, complete with a local middle school track team t-shirt. She asks, "I can't find the right helmet. My son needs one." So I'm a male with long hair. I'm wearing a bucket hat with a weed leaf pen and a ski brand t-shirt. I get how there might be some confusion. And she wasn't rude at all. "I'm sorry, I don't actually work here." "Really? I knew it." Me, now feeling awkward. "Oh?" PTA, "You were too busy playing on that phone to help me, and now you're lying to a regular customer just to avoid your responsibility." "Forget it. I'm finding your manager." "No, really, I don't work here." So while a bit annoyed, I just wanted the situation to be over and save both of us and the store the trouble. "You're wearing a ski brand shirt. They only give those to employees." "Not true." "Where are the XL helmets?" So I get a little snarky. "Nah, I'm just chilling. Good luck finding them." Awkwardly getting my phone back out and trying to act cool. She paces around, literally huffing, composing her next thought. "I've bought him a board, jacket, pants, everything here, more than you make in a month, and you treat me like this and lie to me? It's up to your manager if you keep this job, but I'm telling him I'm not coming back if you do." PTA leaves toward the front desk checkout area. I decide to seek haven back in the boot fitting area across the store. I sit down in a comfy waiting chair, find out 15 more minutes until my boots are done, and hope it's all over. I'm near a gruff older man doing ski repair, so I figure I might be safe. Nope. There he is, sitting on his butt instead of helping me. "Why did you even hire someone so useless?" She dragged a manager from the front around until she found me. "He doesn't work here. He's a customer. Sorry about that," the manager said sheepishly. "He could have found you and fixed this whole mess. I want him removed." The manager says nothing. It looks kind of like a deer in the headlights. Then asks if I'd apologize to her, since that's what PTA told him she wanted when she came to him about the lazy, rude guy refusing to help her. I reply, "No thanks, I'm good. I don't know her crap. I'm a semi-regular too, and I know my boots on their own are probably worth more than her son's starter board and jacket and whatever else she bought. I'm pissed enough now, I'm down to roll the dice." Service guy knows this too, yanks the manager aside and whispers something. Meek manager asks her to come with him to the back office to sort it out. She glares, but probably hopes she's about to file some report on me, and finally they're gone. Turns out the service guy's actually one of the owners and knows her for causing crap but buying something every time she's there to ingratiate herself. After this, he'll ask her not to come back since harassing customers is a new level. Get my boots back, don't see PTA again, and end up getting some free swag for putting up with her. I don't work for that company, lady. I've posted before about the building I work in, but if you, like me, don't want to find the posts, here's a brief rundown. I work in a large building with many different organizations in it. My company takes up 2 floors on levels 8 and 9, but our reception desk is on the ground floor in a big open lobby. I usually do reception 2 days a week, but this week I'm on it full-time because our usual receptionist is taking a much-deserved break. The building itself is owned by a private health insurer, and they take up 7 floors, and their reception area is also on the ground floor, just behind me through some glass doors. They have a giant neon sign above their doors with the company name on it. But for some reason, people never seem to see it and always ask me where this company is. Today, they had some conference or something on, so I had a fair few people asking me where the terrace entrance was. I'd never heard of it referred to as a terrace entrance before, but I pointed out the doors and the sign behind me and told them I think it was through there. The operative word here being think, because I don't work for them and I have nothing to do with their company. The conference was now apparently over, and one of the women who asked me where the terrace entrance was just approached my desk. I've decided her name is Karen, for obvious reasons. Karen, excuse me. Me, looking up from my work. Yes, how can I help you? Karen, pointing at the doors and sign behind me. You told me that's where the terrace entrance was. Me. Yes. Karen. Well, it's not. It's down those stairs outside and through a different door. Me. Okay. Karen. You should have known better. Me. I'm sorry about that, but I don't actually work for private health insurers, so I had no idea what entrance they were referring to. I helped out best I could. Karen, well, it's not really good enough. Me, I'm sorry, what would you like me to do? Karen, I would like you to learn your job better. Me, it's not my job to give directions to people for another company. I don't actually have to help you at all. I could have very easily said, sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Go ask the main reception area, but I didn't. I helped you the best I could with what little information I had. Karen, excuse me, but it is your job to help people. Me, yes, people who are here to deal with my company, not private health insurers. I have no obligation to help anyone else. Karen continues to argue with me in this manner for another few minutes, and eventually I get sick of her and drop the professional tone. Me, listen, lady, I have absolutely no idea what you want me to do. I don't work for private health insurer. I have never worked for them. There are at least 8 companies in this building, and I don't know where they all are. I only moved to this city a year ago, so I'm not super familiar with the area in general. I'm stuck at this desk all day, and I don't really have the leisure to explore this giant building. I helped you the best I could. It's not my fault. You're too damn stupid to find your own way around here. Karen, I want to speak with your manager. Me, why? She doesn't work for private health insurer either, and frankly, she's far less patient with stupid people than I am. She'll agree with me that I have no obligation to help you. In fact, I have no obligation to contact her because you're not a customer of ours, so I won't. Karen stares at me for a few seconds. Karen, I won't leave until you get your manager. Me, cool. Have fun waiting forever. I leave at 5. If you're going to stick around after I'm gone, wait for me to come back tomorrow. It was like 11 a.m. at the time. She stuck around for another 10 minutes or so and kept trying to berate me, but I put my headphones in, which I'm not really supposed to do as it kind of looks unprofessional, but I didn't have anything playing through them and I just wanted to make a point. I also pretended like she was invisible. Eventually she stormed off, muttering about getting me fired. Yeah, good luck with that, lady. All right, thank you all for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed today's stories, and I'll see you soon.